the FreshAir.com here in studio with the one and only Moufy. What's happening, man?
How you living?
Good. So you're getting ready to drop the preparation. I wanted to start a little farther back though. This time last year you were raiding schools. That's one of the coolest things I saw about you early on. So talk a little bit about that.
The raiding schools were, well, when we started out, like our first thing, you know what I mean? Like every artist is like, damn, who the hell are gonna be the fans that listen to this music that we're making? So we figured that high school kids sort of fit our demographic, you know what I mean? They're in our demographic of people who we think would listen to the type of music that we make. So we decided to promote at the high schools. So we went to these local high schools and we just stood out there and we just passed out our cards and let them know where they could find our music.
So what's the last few months been like?
Well, the last few months has been like work, you know what I mean? Because the thing is, like, we really, like, when I drop music, I may drop videos here and there, but when I drop music, like, I want to drop projects. Like, I want to drop things that you can really see the versatility. Because videos and stuff, when you drop them sometimes get lost in the system. And I'm really just into having a group, having a well-selected, good group of music to put together for a project. So like sort of like building chapters sort of through your career, you know what I mean? So that's why I really like the project thing. And so Boston Lights did so well that we just went touring a lot. So we had a lot of shows. So I was writing and doing shows, until I was ready to really like come out again. Because after Boston Lights, like the pressure was high, you know what I mean?
What was that like for you, kind of getting big and feeling that pressure?
Nah, honestly, I just felt like I view it more as like gold that nobody's ever touched, sort of, you know what I mean? Because like the Boston thing, when you say like, oh, Boston artists, it sounds different to people because we never really had a lot of people on the scene, but I always viewed that as like cool, and I just looked at it as an opportunity, you know what I mean? The fact that we don't have anybody really on the hip hop scene really taking off, so it's like great. So, you know what I mean? If it's on us, then we're gonna step up to the plate.
Yeah, so we were listening to a couple tracks earlier. Preparation 21st is coming out. Talk a little bit about what that project is all about.
That project is really a development of Moufy, like as an artist. But that's why I'm really, really excited because a lot has changed, sort of like in my flow, the way I approach music now, like than when I wrote Boston Lights. And that's when I'm like really excited for people to see the growth and see the difference as my last project and just really appreciate like good music, you know what I mean?
I wanted to talk about your Tilton days and the whole Gang Atheletes thing for a second. Your boy Nerlens is doing some big things right now.
Shout out to Nerlens, shout out to Dom, who's going to Mizzou. Shout out to George Niang, who's going to Iowa State. And yeah, so Gang Athletes, like they're still rapping, they're still out there, and the Gang Athletes are like doing really, really great things. Like the people who, like Nerlens, who's one of the first people, I mean, to be down with the Gang Athlete movement. And he's #1 high school basketball player for his class. So it's like that and he's representing the Gang Athlete brand. So you know, any other athletes who we decide to be a part of this roster, it's tough, you know what I mean? It's not an easy roster to get on because stakes are high, just like on music.
Yeah. Where do you want the preparation to take you? Where do you see this leading to?
I think the preparation is really gonna make people say like, this kid's far away from his ceiling, but it's just gonna be amazing to see him take that ride as an artist and really grow as an artist. Because you know, you like, we're sort of in a generation where people come and people go, and people constantly like, okay, he had one good song, like 2 great songs, and then he just disappears. But I feel like with this music, people are gonna say like, wow, this is really great music, and it's only gonna get better because of the notions. The notions are gonna get deeper, and just what he talks about. It's just gonna get greater, and you could just tell through just the growth of all the tapes, and the preparation is just really, really good music, like really, really good hooks, like melodic hooks and hooks that stay stuck in people's heads, and really just more telling you the message about me and who I am as a person and my experiences and my short term in this music, you know what I mean?
So you got anything else planned? Any concerts? Anything?
Yeah, the shows is just coming. Like we're just touring all around up and down New England, basically, and up and down the East Coast, I should say, and just keeping it moving, like expanding the brand. And we have a new website we're launching, Moufy.tv. which is gonna be like our new home base where you can find us online.
I'm sure most people watching know this already, but where can they find your music? Twitter, Facebook, whatever.
At Moufy617. Then on Facebook you just search Moufy, and on Google you can search Moufy, and Moufy.tv. Moufy.tv, that's the headquarters, that's the base.
This has been Tim Larew, thefreshair.com, Decriminals on the cameras. Moufy, thank you.
Stop, gang.